Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. Before we get into gameplay for this session, I just want to say that I watch a lot of Let's Plays. That may not surprise you, given my affinity for the form. And I see a lot of other Let's Players' comment sections because of this. I disobey the number one rule of the internet, and I do, in fact, read the comments. And so when I woke up this morning, I saw that I had 16 comments from yesterday, and I had a moment of panic. I have a little bit of social anxiety stuff, and I was like, oh man, what if everybody's saying that I suck? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I recorded that Horatio episode that we put up yesterday after being awake for like 27 hours or something, because it happens, and I was like, oh man, what if I did a bad job and everybody's yelling at me? And I hesitated, but then I clicked on them, and as always, I don't know why I was worried, as always, you guys are just like positive and cool and supportive. I very rarely get negative comments, and so basically that long story is just on the way to me saying, hey everybody, thanks for being a great community. You guys are super cool, and you never make me miserable when I click the comments button. I don't know how some YouTubers put up with it, frankly. I guess a lot of them probably just don't check the comments anymore, but you guys are super great. So what are we doing? We're How's our trade company doing? Okay, we've almost unlocked a second trade company. We have enough income now that we could prop up Ursa Major shipping with a little bit of investment. And they're bringing in these, what are these, Eden Blossoms? Is that what these are called? Eden Incense. They're bringing in Eden Incense, so we could fund this luxury and science income thing. Unfortunately, it really doesn't seem like these give a tremendous amount of luxuries based on the results of the last game. The other thing that I'm still thinking about is our government. Things have settled down, and for now, we're doing okay as a dictatorship. And being a dictatorship does allow me to exercise direct control over the Senate, which means that we can keep Right Thing Rule running, because we probably are going to try to win an internal victory condition, right? If we were going to go on a rampage and conquer everyone in the universe, we should have started 50 turns ago. So, the question now is whether it's worth it to switch to a republic, because I really do like the laws provide better effects thing. It's really powerful. What's the current polling? Current polling is strongly ecologist. Pacifist is actually a significant minority. You know what? Maybe we're going to hold on to the dictatorship just so that I can force the pacifists to be in charge. Also, do we need this? Actually, this is still keeping us solvent, isn't it? This is producing almost 400 dust per turn, which is actually all of our dust per turn. Yeah, alright, well, I guess we'd better not mess with that. I do want more law slots. We are on 1 antimatter per turn. Oh man, the deposit we have is not a good deposit. Where's the deposit in the Pixis system, and is it better? It is considerably better. It is a Steps planet, which is pretty low in the science branch, isn't it? It's like here? Yeah. Alright, let's tag that on there. Apparently we'll finish it this turn, so that should be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's, I was thinking about trying to win through wonders, but actually our access to resources is pretty poor. We're really, really behind the ball on resource output, or on dust output, so an economic victory is possible, but it's going to be a little slower than I would like. I'm not really sure what the best victory type for us is here. It's almost as though having a plan would have been useful. It's almost like that. Well, you know, we'll figure it out. I'm confident that I'll figure it out. I feel like I usually figure it out. Is that unfair? I think it's probably not unfair. Okay, you would like some science agreements. Everybody always wants science agreements. I think that the AI probably should not bug you for science agreements until one of the two players actually can make them. That is a design choice that I would make. So we have 2 points of stats here, or 2 points of skills. Do I want to try to go hard on the dust thing? I mean, I guess Based on previous experience, it seems like the Dust Victory is maybe the fastest one. And even though we started slow, leaning into it now still might lead to us getting that faster than we're going to get in the other types. We're certainly not going to get it anywhere near as quickly as we got it in the Lumaris game. I don't remember exactly where I won, but I think it was before turn 110. There's no universe, certainly not this universe, in which we're able to do that here. Pixis could be the site of our next trade headquarters, and that would mean... Right, we go like Pixis and Phoenix, or Pixis and Gia, maybe? I'm not really sure. Maybe Gia is the new headquarters, and we put the new subsidiary on Pixis. That actually makes sense. Because that way, trade routes, yeah, run over a lot of nodes. Because we gotta get our Eden Incense incomes up. Alright, 2 turns for the new trade headquarters. You guys are currently ecstatic, so let's not be in a big rush to build any approval luxuries. And careful sweeping would be great if I had a source of adamantium. We're producing a fair amount of influence now. God, I wish I had more law slots. I could take advantage of this, if only. Actually, if I replace the Super Tax Act with My Precious, that's probably more money, right? Well, let's try it. Because it would be 10% per luxury deposit. So we're talking like... Okay, well, it would make us 5 extra dust in this system. Actually, maybe it's not that much money. A lot of our systems just don't, like, plus percentage of our dust output is still, like, pretty small numbers in total. Could go for the science victory. It's definitely slower. We probably are further toward it than we would be in a lot of cases. I mean, I love science. We could get, like, low Kelvin sciences... Ultra deep habitats. Yeah, we could do this. We could go for the science victory, maybe. Because we're pretty deep in... We have access to the endless thing here already. We're 2 techs off of having it here. And I've kind of been teching for science this whole time. You know, not really like... It wasn't the plan, but... It's just science is so useful in general. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do that. So, dimensional folding. The F-Reality Institute is very powerful, and antimatter is the tech that usually builds science buildings. We have some access to that. So, sure, that should be good. Climate engineering. Oh, punctuated evolution foundation. That sounds good. Give me some of that. And what should be the 4th one? Low Kelvin sciences is okay. Plus population slots is also okay. Let's apply that Casimir effect. Is that a real thing? Hey, listen, I know we have a lot of astrophysicists in the audience. Is the Casimir effect a real thing? I would say that... oh, hey, I'll just look that up. I'm curious to know a thing, but I think my odds of remembering to do that are pretty poor. We should also probably try to finish settling our systems. But I feel like at this point, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, so to speak. But I feel like the AI has let us exist for too long. They've given us unchecked control over our own destiny, and I'm going to use that to crush them. Oh hey, we can screw with our population again. Yeah, let's splice some dudes into our dudes. You know those dudes that are like 2 dudes? Show me that. Oh, that's extremely not my concern. I don't care about that. So please do this. Prioritize that highly. Alright, we still want to keep the pacifists in charge, and we want to make some friends. Actually, I'm at peace with everybody except the except the dudes that you can't be at peace with, I think. Let's just pick up some raw approval. I know we're okay now, but we won't necessarily be okay forever. You know, this dude's so bright. Really shouldn't look at him without shades. There's some unimpressive traits in these skill trees. He in particular is a real bummer. Okay. So Phoenix, we really do need a source of adamantium. You know, we have a ton of influence now. Let's go see if we can trade with somebody. Oh, hey, you. I'm not even at peace with you. We could be getting some free science.
To discuss with the church?
Listen, you gotta get real familiar with my face. You and I are gonna be seeing a lot of each other. Okay, how about I give you some Hyperium? Doesn't that sound great? I'll go 5-1. Okay, she kind of likes it. She's kind of down. What if we also sweeten the pot with a small number of rocks that I found? How do you feel about rocks? Is she pro-rock? She might be pro-rock.
On the surface, this proposal appears acceptable.
I knew it. I knew it. Have you ever just, like, looked at a person? Some people will tell you can't judge a book by its cover, but I don't think that that's necessarily true all the time, because sometimes you can just look at somebody and be like, they love rocks. I know it. I know that person is a rock person. You know what? Do this. So we are producing a lot of influence now. We might be able to snake a world or two via Pacific conversion in the near future. I'm not sure if I actually have that tech. I probably don't. Yeah, well, we'll get it. For now, microwave tubes for everybody. Yep. Keeping the pacifists in power. Sure, count up the votes, but I don't care what they say on them. So we could bring in this, I mean, right? It's gotta be. Although, having 8th Zvali population is actually pretty valuable. Well, okay, what am I thinking here? I'm like, we're gonna lose 24 science, but we will also gain 168 science. Maybe we could just tint our skin blue a little bit. I gotta say, these population collection bonuses, I don't think about these very often, but there's probably a good way of intentionally working this stuff into your strategy. Alright, so now we're at 4 per turn. I do, you know, want to do this. It's gonna be a second.
Your actions threaten the hive.
Yeah, that sounds really unfortunate for you, and actually extremely great for me, so good job. Keep losing, please. We should send out a scout and try to figure out who they're losing against so that we can thank that person. And also make friends with them forever. So somebody... I mean, is everybody busy? Let's get all these microwave tubes completed, and then we'll build a scout. Sure, revealer. And... I guess let's lean into this thing. We made a decision, let's go for it. Wow, that's a lot of industry overflow. You know what I don't have is the tech that allows you to convert industry output into science. We should get that. Because we really do have great industry output in some of these places. Alright, let's build careful sweeping where we can. It turns out that we're somewhat limited by the amount of adamantium we can wring out of the universe. Okay, somebody else built a trade clearing bureau. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so we just gained the F Reality Institute. Unfortunately, I don't really want to build any of them until we finish the faction quest, just because I'd really like to, you know, really like to see what's at the end. I'm enjoying figuring all these out and seeing all this cool stuff. Let's see how far we can run into Craver space before a single revealer gets killed. Oh, that's right. They closed their borders to me. Okay, we can go this way. I'm sure these guys will be fine with us. They love us over in the red country. Alright, so just plus 40% science. Yeah, this is a pretty good building. Yeah, screw it. We'll get our faction quest done. We'll have lots of time after I've built all these buildings to get the faction quest done. So are our systems mostly 3s? We have 1 left to upgrade. Are we close to... Yeah, we have enough resources. Okay, I don't care about that. Hey, you know what? Do this after the microwave pipes.
May you bask in the light of the virtuals. As you are friends of the...
I accept your offer. Is Blue... Oh, you know what? Blue's who they're fighting. I know that. Because that's how we met their ships. We saw them come up from down there. Oh, you already have the thing. Sure, more influence. I don't think our influence is going to end up mattering very much. You know, we are actually causing our populations to grow really quickly, because at this point we're producing a ton of food. Look how good our population is now. Man. 12 before we can integrate the Harishims. We're going back to an all Horatio society. But in a very real way. These aliens will be with us. Always. Deep inside of us. It's hard to say that in a way that's not creepy. I don't really know how to approach that correctly. Alright, so I think for the next gameplay, I know it's a little bit early to be thinking about the next game. We may not win this one, because I'm kind of taking my audible pretty late here. We should try to put this in a place with a lot of anomalies. This system has 2... I'll get back to my thought in a second. 2... 1... 0... I was here already. 2, 3, 4. Okay, here. Even though we're not going to build it super quickly here, we can turn some dust toward that concern. Yeah, do this. Even though we're not, obviously, we don't have it yet, and we may in fact lose. I think the next thing I do, I may want to go a little bit more aggressive, just because we played a lot of internal games lately, and it'd be nice to get back to stepping on people's faces. I do enjoy the greater level of interaction in a military game, although it is also a lot slower. So we're hanging... This is something I really like. We're doing pretty well. And our score is actually up with the other players. I feel like a lot of 4X games, on the higher difficulties, even if you're doing quite well, your score is way below everybody else's, because it's not measuring the right stuff. And I would argue that a score system that is not measuring the things that make you likely to win the game is maybe not useful at all. So I like that this one seems to actually be taking into account the important factors. So for now, I suppose the thing that makes sense is just to turn our industry to dust. We got to get that thing that lets us turn our industry to science. Plus luxuries, actually, probably pretty okay. I mean, we're not hurting for luxuries anymore, so... Alright, Pixis. Give me one of those. I mean, this is still +2 science per citizen. At the very least, let's build it everywhere. Let's actually put this up front. I'd like to pump up our rate of gain on the antimatter. See, our empire-wide population is huge. All things considered, you know, we're not really, like, putting a lot of effort into it. Yeah, sure, this isn't a terrible place for Trade Company HQ, I guess. And we don't have any important strategics, so we don't really need to build this. Pretty ecstatic. I don't know. Oh wait, is every world specialized correctly? Yeah, okay.
Hey, how's it going? Good.
Okay, looks like we've dealt with all of the important stuff. So, I guess, I don't know. So obviously it would be better to have more systems if we're going to, if we're going to try to win a resource production based victory. So is it worth engaging in a little bit of warfare against Green? The question is really, does engaging in a war with Green to try to take Lacerta away from them slow down my science output?
Your actions are those of faithless unbelievers.
Huh. So she feels that she's not doing well in the war. It must be pretty close, because it feels like they're both going back and forth on whether or not they're winning. Okay, she's not one of our Senate leaders, right? The Scientist Party is led by... Is there a way for me to see that easily? I guess she'd have to be in the Senate for it to matter, I think. I think that's how that works. Well, even so, that's still a lot of resources. I think me taking that may have taken a turn off of Applied Casimir effect, actually. Alright, what quest did I fail? Yeah. I'm not surprised by that one. My worlds are pretty unspecialized and arbitrary. Oh. Please. Okay, so we have one more tech coming before we can research the endless science tech. You don't need... you could use some approval. Let's go and throw this in on the worlds that have been previously converted to other stuff. And actually... yeah. Or, no, I want to build that trade company subsidiary on Kurha, I think. And I suppose that's what we should be doing with our dust, is just buying science income ships. Yeah, it's not a lot. But it's also not nothing. Boost science a little bit. How am I doing on luxuries? Okay, luxuries are coming in pretty quickly. We gotta watch and make sure we don't sit at luxury cap. Alright, once we have applied Casimir effect, we get the endless science tech, and then we go and scoop up the other important things. The system now says become a flashpoint in a galaxy-wide struggle for dominance. Well, that sounds like somebody else's problem. Wow. That is a super duper proposal. I'm a little concerned that they might win. How are they showing up on the scoreboard? 1004. They're doing pretty well. Maybe I should ally. Hey, cool. We got all the way to 20%. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should ally up. I wonder if they can propose alliances. Because if not, we need to go get the alliance tech. But I think we could be the best of friends. Okay, all this stuff is ticking along. So how far are we from Alliance Tech? It's here, right? Yeah. So not far. This is going to be 80k. Honestly, that's not that many turns. That's only like 10 turns of science in. But we're definitely behind. I might not be able to win this fast enough. Cosmetic genetics. A sad but true fact. Everybody's more willing to live in more crowded conditions when the average good-looking index rises. Well, our index should be at maximum, obviously.
Your actions threaten the...
Yeah, both sides of that war keep reaching out to us because they're losing. It's a strange conflict. Either that or they're trying to manipulate me. They know about human emotions. They know that I have pity. Hey, I can't help but notice that you don't have all your stuff explored. Look at how helpful I'm being. As you can tell, I'm working hard on forging some kind of scientific alliance that will allow us to ride the coattails of the person who is actually winning. Until they do the same thing I keep doing to them and kick me out of the alliance so that they can win on their own. I'm not actually making sure that there are fertile or sterile worlds before clicking this. It's fine. Alright, let's reduce those metallic waters as well. That sounds like a good idea. So should I be trying to terraform my worlds to be cold? Since we're going for a science victory? Because that'll give me 1 extra science per citizen on the world. Thanks to our planetary specializations. So where are you? You're on Oyera, which is a population of 28. Okay, it's not easy to pick out exactly the value of the hero skills. Oh, but it's probably on the hero sheet, right? No, it doesn't give us like an actual number. But it's +4 all resources per person per hero level. Your level is 13. So it's +52 all resources per person? That can't be right. It can't actually be doing that, can it? 420 from people. It might actually be doing that. That seems insane to me. Oh, maybe terraforming to cold isn't sensible because the cold planets... Well, I was about to say because the cold planets tend to have... Wait, I thought we had a thing already. I accept. I'm down. Did we not have one already? I don't even know what a science agreement does. Maybe I should check that out. I assume it makes us both produce more science. But, like, I guess I don't actually know what the mechanics of that are. Ooh, hey, look, yellow player. Hold on.
Greetings, Cubed. Dude!
Is there a place where I can view what the actual terms of the science... Just because I don't know what it does. I'd like to know what it does.
Yes.
And I can't offer any. Because I don't have access to that.
What?
Huh. I can send a demand. I mean, what if they don't want to do the thing? What if they refuse the demand? I don't know what happens, but it can't be good for me. Given that, you know, they're way more prepared for war than I am. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's finish Genius of the Endless. We'll go get Alliance Tech. We'll try to ally up with the Sophons, both for the resources and because I think they actually might win the game without us. I'd like to get in on some of that.
Well, if it isn't our favorite empire, up to their usual japes.
Yeah, we have really good face creams, I guess? What do we even make? I guess we're probably sending them some of our rocks. Also, flowers? We have good flowers. I don't know. I don't know what our people even do. I don't understand my own empire at all. No, wait. Sorry. Produce science. Science from everyone. So, like, the temperate planets have a lot of population slots, but would I actually lose population on this world if I... Oh, I can't even terraform this world. If I did this, it would not change the population. I would lose science and dust, but gain food output, which is not that valuable. I don't know. We're going to have to actually, like, take a good deep dive on the terraforming system at some point, but maybe this point in this game is not the moment. Alright, we're pretty close to yellow. Should meet them relatively soon. Alright, and so also, assimilating dudes gives us the ability to replace those slots in our empire with Horatio. You can refill the stuff. That's probably a good idea. We have cravers. What? Dude, yeah, spend potatoes to make cravers show up. Also, I guess cravers are... Wait, where do I have cravers? Hold on, can I... Is it easy for me to see that? Let's go to the population screen. Take me to a craver. No, that doesn't work that way. Because cravers do that thing, right? Where they enslave some of the people on the world. I'm just seeing if messing with our population distribution... Oh, yeah. Putting them on the fuller world definitely does increase the science output of this system. What can you do that's useful? Very little. You're all mediocre heroes. Not terrible, just not great. We don't have enough worlds to make another trade company. We could make a headquarters, and I suppose we ought to. Right, because each one of our headquarters interacts with other players' trade companies, other people that we have trade deals with. And I guess we just keep buying science ships. I think this is the best way to convert dust into science for now. Since we're not really waiting, like, we're not having to buy out expensive buildings. I mean, we could be pushing some of these a couple of turns earlier, but... Somebody's close to an economic victory, so we know what color the Lumeris are. Man, your skill set is just really disappointing in every way, for every role. I thought the Endless were supposed to be awesome. Okay, that'll help us beat yellow. 5 turns off. It's Kurha. This could be rushed. This could be better. Alright, let's stop spending dust on other stuff for a little while until we can rush the Dark Matter Institute. Because that actually is taking a significant amount of time. New polls are in. It says, I don't care. Hey, go. Have we met them yet? Are we considered to... No, we are not considered to have met them yet. It's Sometimes I miss the notifications, you know, pays to double check. Oh, you guys were so close to having so much genius. The genius of this guy in my empire who's not good at anything, and everybody kind of makes fun of him behind his back. I can hardly imagine anything more useful.
The Empire welcomes all those who share its ideals.
Are your ideals everybody getting rich? Because that's my ideals. Let's talk about it. I'm getting Gossamer from trade. Okay, apparently he's cool with potatoes. Listen, is there anybody who doesn't like potatoes? Are there people anywhere in the universe?
Now don't.
Okay, so we're getting a lot of right thing rule points here. What do we want to do? What we want to do is unlock the next tier of stuff by any means necessary. Actually, go back up here, and if nobody else can get to this this system, I'm gonna shoot a probe over there. And if nobody else can get to it, I'm actually gonna send a colony ship. Cause why not, right? Like, we shouldn't just leave it there. You know, maybe I'm being silly because by the time I can rush this, it's gonna have like 2 turns left on it anyway.
With you are as
Maybe we'll play as those guys next, the Vodyani, because I think they have a little bit more of a military thing going. Oh hey, we discovered a system. A warm gas world, a small step world. I love the fact that my my computer can render those fast enough that I don't have to feel bad about doing them. Oh, we can also take Lacerta. I bet that's going to start a war. Oh, no. Somebody finally did get there. Well, shoot. I guess this is where we're going. Somebody give me a colony ship. A beautifier. So yeah, this expanding influence thing is kind of great. It explores the universe for you. It's very low hassle. Why can I not issue an order? Hey, you. Go. Oh, wait, do I not have the ability to...
Up to their usual japes.
My strengths are face cream. I told you this.
Brilliant. We make supernovas look...
Absolutely. I will absolutely do that. That's fantastic. Uh-oh, we got so many messages. The chorus of aligned sentience. Yeah, I hope not. Is everybody mad at us? No, I don't want to fight you. Oh, God. We got pulled into all kinds of garbage. Because the Sophons were at war with everybody.
Making the Sophonity nervous.
Now we gotta negotiate our way out of all these dumb wars. And I don't have the ability to travel. Yeah, I never picked up baryonic shielding. Okay, please grab that. So that lowers my need to get this stuff right away. Why don't we go and pick up the other endless tech that we have access to? Because this is a lot of good stuff here. Wow, we're really putting out the science, and I bet they are too. We might actually get an allied science victory faster than either one of us would get it alone. That would be cool. That would be cool if I actually used an alliance for the thing that it's for. Can you imagine? Yeah, both of my worlds will gain a population slot. Sounds cool. Alright, let's see if we can wiggle out of some of these wars. Truce. Because I love you. I love you and your weird blinky robot stuff. I don't know what's going on with you, but you're hard to look at and I'm tired of it. Let's be friends. Like potatoes? Don't be silly. Everybody likes potatoes. Come on. Nope. How about glitter? Potatoes and glitter. We offer you a truce. And these potatoes. And all this glitter. And have you tried our face cream? Which part of you is the face? Boy, this is not working. We have a lot of these mushrooms. Would you please just... Okay. Wow, they love the mushrooms. Hold up. Can I take, like, all the other stuff off? Because the mushrooms moved that bar an incredible amount. Hell yeah. Truce. We're making peace with all the peoples of the world.
What?
Truce. No more war. Because I'm on your border and I don't like it. It's scary. It's a scary war. How you feel about potatoes? Help. Somebody help me. So they don't value these things at all. We have Transvine. You want to get drunk? They help you get drunk. Dark glitter. Stuff. Look at all this genomics. We have so much genomics. I don't want to give it all to you. How about you can have 600? I think that was a positive sound, right? Alright, don't keep me in suspense. Okay, war is for suckers who can't maintain peace.
We still don't trust you, but this...
You make the right.
Okay, and we're still at peace with blue and yellow. Well, on the whole, I think that worked out to be resource neutral. Because we gained an alliance, which is plus 10% resource output, but we lost a piece. Okay. It's not 100% how I wanted that to go, but... Oh, I forgot. I was going to research a thing. Oh man, I hate it when I see this many notifications. It makes me very nervous. We were going to grab... Where is it? Is it this? No. Chameleon spaces. Yeah. Okay, raise the total amount of science produced per turn in the galaxy to something. Yeah, well, I'm going to try really hard, actually. Oh, we're getting toward some of these endgame Vodyani quests, or the Academy quests. That is actually something also that I would like to see through. So hopefully we'll be able to do that in some games soon. Yeah, I think part of the problem is that Endless would have been more impressive if we were running a lot of fleets, but we just don't have a need to do that. These guys are only happy? We can fix that. Let's spend some money on some trade ships. Okay, so they're gaining like 10 science per turn. That's something. Okay, it's not incredible, but it's also not nothing. Alright, and this guy can just go and try to meet new players so that we can make peace with them. Because we know the Lumeris are out there somewhere, right? Alright, and once we have chameleon spaces done in a second here, we can swap all of our systems off of producing dust and start producing science, which should pump our science up again, and obviously we're doing this. What new law did we unlock there? I didn't even look. I mean, these laws are not... These laws are not, like, super great. The forced law is really the thing we're interested in here. Plus resource deposits, plus food. Yeah. Plus 4 food per original Empire population on planets. Well. Actually, we may have trouble getting to 12 population of Hiroshims just because I think a lot of our worlds are full. Yeah, that might be a real issue, actually. And we're gaining population slots in some places. So this is all Horatio. We should try to ship some Hiroshims in here, I guess? Or even... Where are my Hiroshims? I guess what am I doing looking at each world? I can look at the indicator over here. Okay, so there's 8 on this system, and then there's more somewhere. One here. Alright, so we need to be able to inhabit gas worlds. We'll get this all sorted out. I have high hopes. Now that we've allied with the Sophon player, I have high hopes. It'd be cool if we could draw other people into the Alliance, too. Like, the Riftborn don't seem to have a problem with the Sophons. Although, if we draw more people into the Alliance, they have to pull their weight in order for us to win. So maybe that's not a good idea. Wow, my influence is getting really strong, actually. Jeez. It would be kind of cool to win a conquest-type victory, like, you know, an own this many systems victory, entirely through spreading your influence. It would be really cool if we could pull that off. Maybe that's a goal to consider for the future. Alright. Alright, we can start to expand to all these other planets. Oh, these are still... Oh, right, it's already... Duh, because we just did Krasq. And Canis still has something... a toxic world. Well, it has one population slot. I'm not too worried about it, actually. Alright, so this will give us a couple more places for the Harishams to grow, but honestly, if we don't get to assimilate the Harisham, it won't be the end of the world, right? In fact, some might argue it will barely matter at all. Let's get a little bit more approval here. These people are not super happy about the thing I'm doing where I'm completely ignoring their votes, and I can see why they might feel that way. Actually, we should probably, like, ship a Harisham over here. Maybe give them a chance to grow. Or maybe what we should do is try to ship all the Horatio out of this world? Out of this system? Where have we picked up a lot of slots? Actually, pretty much nowhere. Most of the places that we're picking up slots, we're picking up like one. Yeah. And I can't influence the number of Harishams growing, right? Because it requires a resource that I just don't have access to. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to worry too much about this. As much as I would like to pump up our population again, this is just plus food. So, maybe it's not even worth worrying about. So how's my alliance doing on victory techs? 1. So the Sophons don't have any right now. Well, I mean, this prevents them from winning the game without us. If it does end up being the case that I get to 4 by myself, we'll just do the thing, you know? Oh, you know, we could use Merope as a place to grow people. We could send all of our Cravers to Merope and try to grow them to 12. That's actually maybe a really good idea. Yeah, let's do that. How do I get over here? Because I need to have these systems have to be exposed to me, right? I can't... Oh no, I can just click on it if I know where the system is. I don't actually have to have seen it. Okay, so we'll get over there into sort of the western part of the galaxy. It looks like Blue's Empire, Dark Blue's Empire. It's quite large. Alright, and here comes Endless Tech number 2. Even more resources. Oh, I guess we are going to get there with the Harishams. Maybe. I wish that announcement just said, like, your alliance, or this player, or whatever, has taken a step toward this victory type, rather than that they are close, because that is not even kind of correct. Let's grab these. Yeah, honestly, we're going to be able to get in on this science victory pretty quickly. And once we have the tech that allows us to pursue alliances, I might see about dragging another player or two into our alliance just to get extra resources. We should start on the foodiest planet. Oh, I'm not spending my dust. I'm not maximizing my outputs here. Plus luxury resources. I mean, I guess. None of this stuff is mind-blowing. It's all good. We're fine. Okay. Perfect negotiations. SLC. Man, we are really outputting a lot of science. Jeez. Genetic recoding. Reduces 1 unit of other populations. Oh, replaces 1 unit of other populations with 1 unit of your original pop. Wow. That's a good thing. It's going to take us 2 turns to get through this tier. I think this is way more science than we were producing before. It seems like it must be, right? In that when we actually won the science victory? Because I think it was taking us, like, 1 turn per tech when we were climbing up our second or third, maybe I'm misremembering. Anyway, the point is, we're going to get this real fast. Alright. Let's spend some Craver points. Let's splice these dudes. We actually waited a little bit too long, and another one was born. So we might need to use our new thing, once we have it, to replace the last Harashim. Because I don't actually want any Harashims in the Empire. I just wanted to be able to, you know. Okay, and now... Where was our Craver? Where are our Cravers? Because we should try to put them into the places where we just lost a bunch of pop. Well, I mean, they are actually in one such place already. But we should send 1 guy to Warden. And I think that was it, actually. So yeah, let's send 1 Craver to Warden via the spaceport. And you are getting replaced. Okay. Genetic recoding is done. Whoa. What the hell is that? That's whatever that is, it's a lot of the thing that it is. What on earth? What the hell? I guess we'll find out when it reaches Warden? Wait, is that one of my supply ships? Are the supplies from Europe coming from Oyera? They are. The ship has 4,500 food in it. That's a colony supply ship. It has to be that large because of all the food that we put in it. That's kind of incredible. So how does this work? Do I get to pick? I do not get to pick. Uh-oh. So do I... Maybe I don't want to do this then. Yeah, we're fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. It would be really cool if we could get some Cravers spliced in, man. That is a good gene splicing effect. Yeah, okay, that's just the size that a colony ship has to be sometimes. So actually we're killing it. 4 turns on this one. And with such a small empire... We're just about to hit 8 systems. Can we buy this dude? Yeah, we could totally just buy that. Okay, so we could go back to peace with Red, and we definitely will endeavor to do so. Kurha. Wow, Kurha, how are you so behind the times? What of this stuff, what actually matters? Basically none of it? Oh, our approval level is not good. Let's fix that. And then, I don't know, start cracking planets, man. Focus up. Is our approval level bad everywhere? It's not great. Could be better. Oh, we could definitely kill the Super Tax Act now. What am I thinking? Let's go for Make Love Not War. No, wait. What am I thinking? Let's go for plus 20% science on all my systems. Duh. I can't believe that we've been doing this all without that. So do I want to buy Lacerta? Like, he's gonna get mad. But also, it's a developed system. Oh, it'll let me assimilate, it'll let me splice cravers right away. Hell yes. Okay, and now, there are 5 cravers here. Let's fix that. There's one guy. What am I doing? Okay, we don't need other species at all now. Well, let's let this resolve a little bit. We're bros. Oh, he gave him a neat little necklace made of teeth and everything. Yeah, this is mine too. It was red, then it was green, now it is mine.
You're not one of them.
I don't actually know if I want you in my alliance, but I would love peace with you. That sounds really cool. Okay, the trade agreement seems to have made the offer worse. I don't think you understand. This is all resources for you. Come on. Don't think about what it's giving me. Just think about what you'll get out of it. How would you like a lot of blue cap mold? Okay, that's moving it. We're getting in the right direction. Wow, where am I getting all this red sang from? Trade is crazy. I just have all this stuff that I've put no effort into acquiring. How are your worlds so underdeveloped? What happened out here? Right, let's put predictive logistics first and buy it. And then, man, yeah, your stuff is underdeveloped. I think we're doing it, guys. Alright, 2 turns till that. Yeah, our influence growth is bananas. Okay, so I think Horatio might be really great. It's possible that it's just that I've learned more and am playing better, but Horatio might be super, super powerful, just kind of like with a slow ramp. Riftborn population, what do they do? No, wait, Riftborn. Wow, dude. Yeah, splice Riftborn? Okay, we were just splicing stuff willy-nilly, but there's definitely a way to play Horatio where you take a little bit more control over this kind of stuff. You try to meet specific players, and yeah, there's a whole level of optimization here that I did not touch at all that would make this even more effective. Now, that said, we're putting out huge levels of resources, and I'm like really impressed with everything that's happening, but we are actually going to win a pretty slow victory here. I don't know. I think there's good stuff going on here. So they're being invaded right now, and it looks like they're probably going to lose. Don't worry, I'll just take your entire empire into my empire. We're allowed to have 12 systems now. Just keep scooping them up. I'll save you. Oh, cool. That said, if you are a person who has bought out 3 systems with influence, 1,000 influence is not going to be meaningful to you. Okay, so we're at 8 Riftborn now.
What is your objective?
Yeah, I mean, listen. You're gonna lose it all anyway. It can be to me or it can be to them. What do you really want? Think about this. Is this what I want to spend dust on? Honestly, it might be. This might be the best thing for us. Well, actually, this is probably the best thing for me to spend dust on. Now we have to make all these worlds better. So wait, am I allowed to build Riftborn population? Probably not, right? Oh, I have new worlds. I could actually, I could make more trade companies. I don't care about that. Alright, let's get Power the Endless. Oh, hey, my quest. That's right, I had a quest. Where's my ship? Alright, it's a million years away. How about, Canis, could you real quick produce me a ship? Oh wait, not that. Revealer. Okay. We can still push our faction quest forward. I think we may actually win before finishing it, because I haven't really been prioritizing it. This, I guess? Yeah, just like... finish level. Oh, hey, that's cool, I guess. I don't think that really matters right now. I think that happened too late for it to have any real effect. Okay. I don't know. Stuff. Zero. Okay. What's my max overflow is two times my current science output. We're going to be pretty close to it. We might actually cap our overflow on our way up the military tree. What was the reward for this even? I mean, that's pretty good. What's up? Yeah, I'm not too worried. It would be cool if I was not being blockaded, but also it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I might cap my overflow here. Look at the size of these colony ships. This planet is going to be settled instantly when one of those hits. Is there anything else that's tremendously important? Why do we have unexplored... Man. Okay. You know what? Honestly, let's rush some of these. Get some Horatios down, man. I have to say, these guys are pretty cool. I don't think that I interacted with their gimmick very well. But even so, I think we're going to win. I think there's a level of optimization here that would have allowed a much more impressive victory. What do we find? We found Quadrinix. And Voidstone. And we're being blockaded or something, you know. These things happen. I don't guess any of this matters very much. Yeah. All 4 of those researchers are within my current amount of stored overflow. Look, guys, we're doing it! Faction quest! In 7 turns, make sure you... Oh, that's not the next step of our faction quest. That's just a different thing that was on. There are occasional moments in time when one has a foe so worthy that hatred becomes mingled with respect. As we are a genius, we will create a new word for this, because nothing adequate exists. This word must sum up the respect for a well-wrought, if hopeless plan, even if the failure of that plan is inevitable. We shall call it authentic. And we use this word freely now, as we have wrung the truth out of the many labs and lies that seem to fill the galaxy. 5 has long been dead. Prime lives. This is almost soothing to me. To a certain extent, I was worried that the original and most dangerous of all Horatio could be brought down so easily. Now I have the chance to do the job right. Which means what? Have 14 strategic deposits. And when we do that, we will gain 2 more Horatio heroes. Okay. I guess let's read this. I am the first to appreciate beauty. In fact, there may be no other being in existence is as well placed to do so. That's okay. And I must reluctantly admit that the devious long-term plan concocted by Prime was gorgeous in its cunning, striking in its excess, glorious in its arrogance. I shall bow my head to him, briefly, before I remove his own, for he has created not merely the greatest web of deceit imaginable, but he did so when faced by the most redoubtable foe in the galaxy, us. This is not some excess of ego. Speaking of ourselves in the first-person plural is only right, as we speak for all Horatio, and for the galaxy we will soon come to rule. Singular as we are, the scope of our genius cannot be contained by such a limited pronoun. The Horatio Empire must continue to gain power and strength. Our factories and universities shall create things of beauty in unstoppable quantity. But as we proceed with this, we must also remember that Prime, or 5 as he was calling himself, will stop at nothing to stop us. My machine of perfection requires the most expensive and difficult resources, and we shall continue to seek and develop them. But under cover of this great operation of exploration and industry, my agents will begin to disassemble the web of Prime's machinations. Is that machinations or machinations? I'm never sure. Okay, so we'd have to gain 4 strategic deposits. I mean, the game's gonna end. Seems unlikely. That's cool, you know? I'm not mad that I'm winning the game wrong. Okay, militarists, whatever. Political ideologies, whatever. I, Horatio the Great, will make all the meaningful decisions. Hey, I got an achievement. I guess I have earned 4 million dust over all of my playthroughs combined. 2 turns. Yeah, not bad. Actually a pretty slow victory, but we eventually got to a pretty good place. Are you serious? You're declaring war on me right now?
Actions threaten the high.
I mean, whatever, man. I don't have the time for this. I'm going to ignore you. You're thinking too small, brother. Oh. We're getting ward. The Sophons brought the Riftborn into our alliance, which has complicated things. It's dangerous to be allied with a computer. They make decisions. Strangely and unilaterally. Well. So that actually screwed up my resource output significantly, and now it's going to take us 2 extra turns to win the game. Damn it, guy. Alright, can we...
The Empire admires your nerve. What do you want?
4 turns is enough time for somebody to mess with me. And I'm very busy. I have so many potatoes you have no idea, and I will give them all to you if you just leave me alone.
What?
You. I don't have any potatoes left, but I know how you people like glitter, and whatever this is. You can rub it on your chassis, and it'll, I don't know, beautify? Make you feel peaceful. Just rub it on there and think about flowers. And everything will be fine forever. Alright, we're going to have to bail on this alliance pretty soon. But now at least we won't be messed with. Yeah, that was actually, like, if the Sophons were doing that on purpose, it was sort of clever. Okay, I managed to fix things. Or maybe not, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of numbers changing under the hood. I'm taking sort of a long view of things at this point.
In the opinion of the Church, your actions are those of...
Yeah, I don't... I like to think that all this stuff is in character. I answer calls on the vid screen, they get 3 words in, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm bored. Click. Alright, so at this point, we're about to finish the science thing. No. Nobody else in our alliance has researched even a single one of the victory texts. They might have to turn this stuff up. You know what? We might have to turn this stuff up. These games are very moddable, and I don't think that it's easy to mod AI right now. I looked into it a little bit. But it probably... they're gonna extend to us some hooks in the future, and you know what? It's not like the fact that we don't have any hooks now means that the AI is unmoddable. So I might have to look into this. Okay, we done it. So now I'm going to leave the alliance. And then we're probably going to have to... there's a button over here. We're probably going to have to do the save and reload thing. I don't know. This. We have a bunch of quadradicts. Okay. And we will save the game. And then we will load the game. Hold on, I have to actually leave the menu. Okay, and now when we hit end turn, we should win. I don't know if you're not supposed to be able to do this. It might be that the devs don't want you using your alliance and then bailing on them like that. Because, you know, it does seem a little unfair. We're getting a lot of mechanical benefit out of the alliance and then backstabbing them. But I guess if they didn't want that to happen, maybe they could pull their own damn weight. So I'm wondering if the bug is that saving and reloading is necessary for this thing to work right, or if the bug is that the saving and reloading trick does the thing it does. Because maybe Maybe the fact that it doesn't work without you doing that is supposed to indicate that you're not supposed to win this way. Okay, and we got attacked by somebody, and whatever, we run. That's a lot of smashers. Okay. Hey guys, guess what? I told you we were the greatest. SB has achieved victory. Science, comma, economy. Did I actually win an economy victory too? I wasn't really tracking that, but oh, let's watch this. Let's watch this and then we'll check it.
Every species brought me closer to perfection. Smarter, shrewder, stronger. Now, with the old gods dead, it is time to seek a new god. It is time for all to worship Horatio.
Yeah, my suspicion is that that no other empire in the universe could have stood against us in any way. So, victory type science, but what was my... Okay, my dust per turn was pretty... This is my total dust output. Actually, this isn't dust per turn. So yeah, victory is like right here. Actually, we could have bailed on our alliance a couple of turns ago and won earlier via the economy victory, I think. I didn't realize. That's very silly. What was my dust per turn at the end? I mean, I'm not gonna bother to load it back up and look, but that was a heck of a game. All right, well, that's gonna be it for today. Let's just click through the rest of these. My military score was exactly where it needed to be. Yeah. I really appreciate this, because like, at the end of Endless Legend games, and at the end of Civ 6 games, and at the end of Civ 5 games and stuff, you know, I feel like I always win, and my score is like down here. This game is doing a much better job of having score actually track meaningful criteria. But that's going to be it for this game, you guys. Come back next time. I think Vodyani, and maybe something a little bit more aggressive. I don't know that we're going to go for a conquest victory or anything, because that might be a little tedious. But, you know, let's try to find some kind of middle road where we're conquering to feed the growth of our empire, and then we still go for one of the fast victory types. I'm curious how quickly we can get there. And we'll see you then.